Welcome to the Shut Up and Ride podcast with your host, Atlee Pollock and Parker Onks.
Hello.
We have our guest today, Eli Fajita.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
And we're going to be talking about some interesting stuff today. So our first topic of the day is, what is your favorite spice? I mean, what is the best spice? Give us your argument. What are your thoughts, Parker? What's the best spice?
Okay, so are we talking about are we talking about hot sauce, or are we talking about like stuff that you have to spice into the meat?
Well, Parker, I think you're stupid.
Okay.
Because is hot sauce a spice, Parker?
Well, yeah, it can be. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
A spice is like cinnamon. Cinnamon's a spice.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. You want to talk about spicy foods? You can have hot sauce as a spice.
I didn't catch that. Can you say that again?
Okay. Are you talking about you could talk about like hot food and people would say, okay, well the spice.
That's okay. Spicy food.
All right.
That's spice.
All right. Well then, all right. If we're going strictly with spice, I thought you were talking.
Spices. I'm thinking spices here.
I thought you were talking like spicy.
And I'm not talking herbs either.
Oh.
All right. Herbs is another topic.
Okay.
I'm talking spice.
This is a very, very specific one. All right, well,
but there are many a spice.
All right, I guess I'd have to go with cinnamon then. I guess you gave me the easy out because that has cinnamon rolls.
Is that the only one you know?
Yeah, actually.
You uncultured swine.
I don't know any other spices.
You don't know the spice?
No.
There's around 100 to 200 spices in India. India is famous for its spices.
You know where we're located? Away from India?
Such as cinnamon.
We're located in California.
Chili. We are in California, but spices play a major role in the world.
Yeah?
Would you consider salt a spice, Eli?
Salt is actually... No, I wouldn't consider salt a spice. It's more of a flavoring.
It leaves a spicy
condiment.
burn on my arm when I put it on my guts.
That's spicy, not a spice.
Oh.
It's a condiment, right? Salt's a condiment?
I think it does fall as a condiment.
Yeah, see? There we go.
It's like ketchup.
Right, exactly.
What is cumin?
What?
Cumin?
Yeah. Cumin. Alright. It's a bunch of like cooking stuff. You don't know anything about spices, Parker?
Oh, sure, and you, Mr. Spice Lord, knew everything before looking at Google.
I'm a spice master. Are you kidding me?
You know, we were all taught to read in 3rd grade. Like, we can all go on Google, too, and be the Spice Lords like you are right now, Mr.
Yeah, but I was
such on a
Spice
high
Lord.
horse.
I was the Spice Lord before everyone. Eli, what's your favorite spice?
Hey, Eli, look at Google. If you can cheat, we can cheat, too.
Spices that I like, but...
Do you know what there's cloves?
Cloves are nice.
Do you like cloves?
I like rosemary. I like
Ooh. I
What
think
is this
rosemary's an herb,
conversation
though.
come to?
Is it?
Rosemary is an herb. It's a plant. But wait, is a spice a plant? What is a spice?
Spices are just like ground up plants and...
Yeah, but isn't like cinnamon a root?
So wait, wouldn't that mean that like garlic is a spice?
Yeah, garlic is a spice. It says right here, and so is ginger.
Huh.
Okay, but what's the difference between a spice and a herb?
Well, like, I guess herbs would be used for like garnishes and stuff, and like...
Oh, I guess that's true too. You
like,
use them for
would
garnishes.
boil herbs, wouldn't you? But you just kind of put spices in.
Yeah, you don't make a tea out of spice, but you can make tea out of herbs.
Right.
Well, no, hold on. They have like cinnamon tea, right?
Yeah, but no. But it's a different way of extracting the flavor. Like in a spice, that is the flavor. But in an herb, it's more like you have to boil it and extract the flavor from the plant. You know?
Fuck that.
Right.
Let's just call it a plant.
Sorry,
do
you're
the
not a
world a-
culinary master.
Just do the world a favor. Oh yeah, I'm boiling a plant. Oh yeah, I'm
Apparently,
putting a plant on
is
here.
an onion is considered a spice.
Then wouldn't lettuce be considered a spice?
When used garlic, vampires beware. Americans eat an average of 3.5 pounds of garlic per year.
Jesus
What
Christ.
the Jesus? And are thus inedible to all vampires. Garlic has been eaten by humans from time of the pyramid. Okay, it is a wonderful combination. No, it's not. This was not helpful.
Why are we talking about this? Why do we need to know about garlic and if garlic's a spice?
Because apparently you eat 3.5 pounds of it a year.
What?
Yeah, the average American eats 3.5 pounds of garlic per year.
It's a lot of garlic.
That is a lot of garlic.
Isn't the average American like super obese too?
Yeah, you're
Like that
pretty fat.
doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, but like, what about all the times you order like Domino's garlic crust pizza?
Yeah. It just doesn't surprise me that
Okay, but you're saying you do eat garlic?
what? I never said I didn't.
Okay, so this
I
is
said it just
important.
doesn't surprise me.
This is important,
Oh my
and I
God.
stand by that.
What is important? I don't
What is-
understand what you're trying to get here.
What is
important.
horseradish? Garlic is important. Maybe if you were stop being a little salty, you could learn a thing or two from garlic.
Oh, hold on. Your girlfriend is wanting to weigh in here.
Oh, okay. What are her thoughts on this?
Ginger is a root, so yeah, she agrees with you. Herbs
Okay.
are like not dried, and all spices are plants. So that's all I got.
That just throws everything up in the air.
She wasn't very helpful.
No, I would argue. But what is horseradish? How do we make horseradish, Barker? What is horseradish made out of?
Horseradish? You know what? I'm gonna go with the easy way out here. Horseradish is made out of horses.
Okay.
It's just obvious. Just like glue,
So,
they just, they take those.
would
and
you make the horses eat a bunch of radish?
Ooh.
No,
It's
no,
like
no, no, no,
horseradish.
no, no,
Do
no,
you-
no. You grind up the horse with the radish.
Okay.
Is that the same time you're making the glue?
Oh yeah, yeah.
See?
You use half the horse for glue and half the horse for horseradish. We learned this from the natives. They use every part of the horse.
Natives of what?
What?
There's a bunch of natives. Which natives?
The
did
ones we
learn
gave
this from?
smallpox to.
I think there's multiple natives that we've given smallpox to throughout history, Parker. The ones from
hold on,
America?
hold on,
The
wait.
American natives?
Wait, we
The
didn't.
Native
Wait,
Americans?
us right here in America did
I
not
never
give
gave- I
smallpox
never gave
to
any
the
native
Canadian natives. What are you talking about?
What about the natives from like Africa? I never gave them smallpox.
We didn't give.
But some,
we didn't
but someone
give
might have given them
what?
smallpox.
Wait. What kind of mental gymnastics is this? We
I don't
as
know.
America.
This entire
came
podcast
over-
is mental gymnastics.
But we as America, Christopher Columbus, right?
America didn't come over. Britain came
the-
over.
well,
Please get
wait,
your
wait,
history right.
Hold on. Britain didn't even come over. Columbus was paid for by the Spanish?
By the
No.
Spanish, yeah?
Yeah.
Excuse me, it was Leif Erikson who came over here first.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but he's not the one who brought smallpox. No, it was Christopher Columbus, which is credited
Yeah,
for
but-
giving
But Leif
smallpox.
Erikson didn't give anybody smallpox.
Yeah,
Leif
exactly.
Erikson only did good things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't see us celebrating a Leif Erikson Day.
I celebrate Leif Erikson Day.
Well, that's because you're
You
retarded.
don't celebrate Leif?
Yeah, why don't you celebrate Leif Erikson Day?
Yeah, that's a good.
New
that's a good
podcast
question.
topic. Why is Parker a heretic and why doesn't he believe in the power of Leif Erikson?
You want to fucking fight?
After the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Eli, what is horseradish?
I'm guessing it would be a root.
Look,
I
I'm
know
sorry.
they put
You're
it in
not a true
wasabi.
man if you don't say it's ground up horse. All right.
You're not a true man of what?
If you do not say or admit it's ground up horse.
I don't think it is.
Well, you're wrong.
What? But in reality, I mean, what doesn't come from horses?
That's a good
guns.
point. That's
Guns.
Guns. What
Guns
else?
don't.
Yeah.
That's true. The steel comes from the ground.
I thought it came from their bones.
How did you get into college?
That's a good question. That's a very good
That is a good question. And hey, UCLA, I hope you're watching this.
Or the people
You're
way
letting-
off in the future trying to destroy my career. Hello.
Yeah,
Welcome
hello.
to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. Very cool.
Ugh.
So my theory,
Yeah.
and I'm going to be a loser here and make an actual theory,
Okay.
is that it's a root that the horses like to eat, hence they call it horseradish.
All right, here. I have a question.
Right?
I have a question.
A radish
for you guys.
like root, and they like to eat them.
I have a question. What was the first spice?
The first
What?
spice?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Do you think it would be pepper?
Oh, well, pepper is a good question.
I mean,
thought
if salt was a spice, I'd say salt.
Yeah, that's what I would have gone with too, but since we've decided it's not, we have to figure out what is. I think I would go with I guess it has to be like well, hold on. What would the Chinese use, right? Cuz those are the ones that were exporting the spices, right?
That in India.
India, right.
Yeah.
So what would the Chinese use? That's my question. I guess cinnamon, right?
I don't think it would be cinnamon.
No?
What's green tea made out of?
Green
Leaves.
tea's made out of
Green.
green.
The color green.
The color green.
My argument is that the color green is the first spice.
I could see that. You know.
What about you, Eli? What is the first?
The first spice, I feel like it would be something like, I don't know, like paprika or something.
Paprika.
I think paprika is a culmination of spices. I don't think it's just one thing.
Pepper and Rika.
Yeah. I need a little bit of Rika in my life.
Oh no.
I don't know. No, I'm sorry. I'll stop.
No. You need
Okay, what about you,
extra.
Parker? What's the first spice?
No, I think I think honestly it has to be like it has to be something like sugary, right?
I would argue something that has a very prominent smell.
Oh, I guess that's also true.
Because you're walking through the forest, you're like, hey, that smells pretty good. I wonder if it would taste good.
So something
You know what I mean?
like
Like rosemary, I would say, maybe something like that.
Well,
maybe
but is
lavender.
that found in
I'm not really
China?
sure.
That's the question. Is that found in China? China or India, right?
I don't know. We can look it up. Want me to look it up?
Yeah, go for it. We got to tell our Forza viewers
That
right now.
first spice.
But
what is the first
we're
spice?
doing good. We're gaining
first
people who
spice
watch this every
is
week.
cloves.
what?
Okay.
Cloves
we
were
so
found
far
used
off.
in Mesopotamia in 1700 BCE. The ancient Indian epic Ramayana mentions cloves. Romans had cloves in the 1st century, as the Pliny Elder wrote about them. And the earliest written records of spices come from ancient Egypt, Chinese, and Indian cultures. So, interesting. Okay,
We were
Think
so
they put
far
that
off.
shit in everything?
I guess. Cloves has probably a prominent smell,
Yeah,
I assume.
I would guess.
I would hope so.
I don't know.
hope
Or
I'd be
someone
right
just
about
tripped over a plant. Was like, "Fuck you, plant! I'm putting you in my dinner
Ate
tonight."
it.
Yeah. You get to die now.
Fuck you, eats the entire plant whole like a madman.
No.
Okay, so we've decided that the best spice is Parker. What's the best spice? You said cinnamon.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna stick with it.
Eli, what's the best spice?
I'd have to say garlic, just because of like how much we use it.
Also,
we
what
use
about
a
the
lot of cinnamon,
anti-vampire
too.
capabilities that the
That is
garlic has?
true.
You
When
know,
we
it's-
go
it's-
into space, we'll be able
Yeah.
to protect
Oh,
ourselves
you know
from
what?
space
Fuck
vampires.
you.
That is true.
Garlic is just as effective as cinnamon. I could throw cinnamon into the vampire's eyes and he can't get me. What is he gonna do?
Yeah, but can the cinnamon stop the interdimensional pedophile demons?
Neither can the
I don't think they can.
garlic, so...
No. Alex Jones told me the garlic can stop him.
Alex Jones also said that he has never done LSD. I don't believe either of those two statements.
I'd argue that the interdimensional pedophile demons are vampires.
Didn't he
Yeah.
point out, like, Elon Musk was one of them?
Well, if Elon Musk is one of them, then we should get one.
Get what?
If Elon Musk is an interdimensional pedophile demon, we should get more.
Oh, get more? Oh.
Get more demons or get more garlic?
That's a good question.
Both. I'd say both.
Okay.
I'd say both. And I'm gonna change my answer to green as my the best spice. I think
What they make
green
tea out of.
green is the thing to make green tea out of.
Yeah.
What is your knowledge of Earl Grey, Parker?
Oh, Earl Grey. Oh, I know that. That's
like
a
a
tea.
tea, yeah.
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 It's, the Star Trek captain, Picard, always used to... Earl Grey, hot. That's all I know. That's how I know it. That's it.
Earl Grey hot.
Yeah.
Earl Grey hot.
That's all you used to say. It's great.
What about you, Eli? Do you
You'd
know
be
what
fired
Earl
upon
Grey
and go, Earl Grey, hot.
I mean, I guess that Earl Grey. Like, you mean like what is Earl Grey?
Yeah. What's your knowledge of Earl Grey?
Well, I'm guessing, maybe some guy named Earl is like, hey, you know that gray? That color tastes pretty good.
Oh, okay.
So he extracted it, like they did with green tea. Except he was pretty narcissistic and named it after himself.
Mhm.
Captain,
I think
Captain.
I think
Captain!
Earl Grey.
They're burning
was
our children.
Gandalf the
Raping our
Grey's younger
churches.
brother.
Earl
Can you
Grey,
stop?
hot.
Stop doing your fan fiction over there of Star Trek.
Earl Grey hot. Captain, can't you say anything else? Earl Grey hot.
They're burning our children, raping our churches. Earl Grey, hot.
No, but my theory is that Earl Grey was Gandalf the Grey's younger brother.
Oh.
And since Gandalf became a cool wizard, Earl just found out how to make tea. And
I
that's
can
my
see that.
You think that was his magic power?
to make one type of tea.
One kind of
That's all
tea
I
that
can-
he could just splash on people.
Yeah, but it's a pretty popular type of tea.
Well,
that.
and it can mildly inconvenience you whenever it's hot and it's burning your face off.
I don't think it's a mild inconvenience. I think getting splashed with boiled water is a pretty big deal.
Nah, you can recover from it. It's a mild
Well, yeah, but I
inconvenience.
think if it's definitely not a minor inconvenience. I would
Especially
definitely
if
say
you
that
could only make
quite a big
like
major
mildly warm tea, right? Like
Mildly warm tea. You'd be like, you got me. My weakness, mildly warm Earl
tea.
Grey tea.
How would you know such a specific combination would destroy me? Oh boy. Okay, so moving on from ancient India, China, and Mesopotamia to the future,
yeah.
we will now talk about Mars. Would any of you like to live on Mars?
Like right now, or like in the future
If
when
I
we
could
have
go,
a society?
if I could go, Eli, I want you. And I point to the Mars, right? Because we don't have a camera. And I go, I want you to live up there. And I can get you there. Would you say yes?
I'd say, yeah.
Like, why the fuck not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you could be like the first guy up there. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, but then I'd be the first guy to die up there too.
That'd be cool.
That would
First
be
grave. You know,
Hey,
first man to die.
My gravestone would literally just be
First.
yeah,
It's like the people who comment on like PewDiePie videos first.
first.
And it's just like, fools, I beat you. And like, you'd be the first one to die, right? So you could choose anywhere on the planet you could put that gravestone.
Yeah,
And that's going to be a monument.
you're right.
So
Parker,
we're
would you
putting
wanna go to Mars?
first. Okay, first of all, yes, 100%. Sign me up. I want to get into the history books. All right. Fuck this whole like standing one on the moon. I want to die on Mars. You know how much of like a big dick play that is? Like, no, I don't need to plant my flag in the stupid like moon, right, and come back. No, I go there and never come back, right?
I don't need it.
Build a log cabin out by the lake. It'd be great.
What
The-
lake?
The lake?
What lake? You're on Mars.
The lake of methane gas?
Secondly, I think
Of the
I would
sulfuric
have
acid
my,
that you built your house next to?
my gravestone has to say second, even though I'm the first man to die there.
Why?
Just simply because I like the idea of people always having to try and look for that first man to die, right? That first gravestone. I'll say second gravestone on Mars, and then just nobody will ever find the first one. It's just a massive troll.
Well, everyone will know that you went up there first, so you just be lying.
Well, no, that he could be like, I found someone else on Mars.
Yeah, see? I found an alien.
And then you mysteriously die? Like you kill yourself in a mysterious way, so everyone's like,
Oh, no,
Yeah,
it's not
I
going to be a mysterious way. I'm going to hang myself and then blame it on someone else, right? I'm going to blame it on the rocket technician back in
no,
Earth.
hang yourself, Parker, and be like, it was because of the thing out there.
Oh no.
That thing's name is Hank, and he was back on Earth who made my seat wrong, and now I'm all depressed, and I hung myself. He didn't give
Well, that
me...
ruins the mystery!
You know what? The guy at Subway didn't give me enough meatballs on my sub, so I killed myself because of him. Go put him in jail. That's all you gotta put.
Years
You'd be
later?
set. What?
You kill yourself years later?
Oh yeah, years later. I hold a grudge, but like, are you kidding me? We're on Mars.
You hold a grudge and then kill yourself?
Yeah.
What kind of grudge is this?
It'd be the ultimate flex.
It's not!
Good flex.
Is it the ultimate flex if you just kill yourself?
Yeah.
I think the ultimate flex is getting them to kill themselves.
Yeah.
You hear about that lady that committed suicide because her Instagram, like, she posted a thing on, like, a poll on Instagram, and she said L or D, and then more people voted D, and so she killed herself.
I bet she didn't get enough meatballs on her Subway sandwich.
She did not get into UCLA
See?
either.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Or to Mars.
Or to Mars.
Or to Mars. God damn. But, like, and it's funny to think that, like, she just posted 2 letters, L or D, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I bet you half of the people thought it was like, yeah, I'd dick you down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah,
no one
I
thought
thought-
that. Everyone was like, life or death. I'm just gonna vote death because she's never gonna kill herself.
You have a very cynical point of view.
Yeah,
And you
well,
ruined
my
my joke.
my point of view is right.
Your point of view is right.
Yeah,
Whatever, cinnamon lover.
yeah. Hell
I'm
yeah.
out here
Do you
loving
not?
green,
Do you
baby.
not like cinnamon rolls?
I
You
love
heathen?
green.
You love green.
Green.
You know what's what? You know what's green? Puke. Boom.
What's the color of
Disgusting
blood?
Piece of shit. What?
Red.
Red.
What if I'm colorblind and it's brown?
That's also shit. That's even worse than puke.
And I'm telling you what's not brown. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon is brown.
You just said it's brown.
Not to a colorblind person. Checkmate.
It's not how
You
colorblind
can't
works.
keep changing the color.
Checkmate.
It's like cinnamon's just like rainbow colored to a colorblind person.
Cinnamon's only rainbow colored when you're on LSD.
That is true.
Or you lick a unicorn horn.
Or you lick a what?
We don't need to talk about this. We don't need to talk about what I do in my pastime.
Oh God. Oh boy. What do you guys' thoughts on terraforming Mars?
I think it's a
We've talked about this to the moon, about the moon, but I think Mars is a lot more. I think Mars is more achievable than the moon
I
is.
say nuke it.
nuke it.
Nuke it.
Yeah.
What's on there to nuke? Why would we nuke it?
No, that's an actual strategy by some NASA scientists. that
To
the best
nuke
way,
Mars.
yeah, the best way to terraform Mars is to nuke it, because that will bring
Oh.
a ozone layer to Mars due to the God, what is it? Due to the fact
Explain.
that
Elaborate on this.
yeah, so apparently what the idea is that you nuke it, right? And then it creates an ozone layer out of the chemicals that are released from nuking the methane or whatever gas on it. And then from there, we're supposed to wait something like 50, 60 years before we can actually go to Mars, and that will have a really robust kind of ozone layer to protect us from the natural rays of the sun. And it's a really interesting plan. I don't think that's the best way of getting to Mars, right? I don't want to wait like 50 to 100 years.
I want Mars now.
Right.
I want to terraform Mars now.
I mean, no.
Dad!
If the question is whether we settle down on Mars now and just build like this underground kind of structures, right? Because that's what we'd have to do to protect ourselves from the rays of the sun, then I'd much rather do that and get started now rather than wait 100 years after we nuke the thing.
Well, I mean, you could do both. You know, you could
No,
start.
no, you cannot do both.
You can do one side and
No, you
You make
cannot.
nuclear bunkers underground, right? And you make
You're
them
not
all
gonna
habitable.
nuke the people
oxygen.
on Mars who decided I'm gonna go be a pioneer. You're not gonna
Listen to me,
send
listen to me.
the pilgrims over to the
Parker.
United States and then nuke them once they get there.
Parker, you make underground like radiation
hmm
years.
Oh God, we lost you for a second there, guys. Ooh. All right, well, it seems like it's just me and the people watching this. Hello, people. We have lost the other two because of my amazing points. So I think, I think we can all agree that I was right. You can't just nuke the pilgrims, right? Like, it's not, you don't send them off to, like, Little Rock, Arkansas, or whatever the fuck they went. Massachusetts? Maybe. Little Rock, Massachusetts. That sounds about right. Wherever they, like, landed, you can't just have them get off and, hello, the new world, and then send a nuke after them, right? That'd be crazy. Can we just both agree that that's not okay? It's no, I don't agree with nuking Mars. Now, if we were to colonize somewhere like the moon, I think that might be the smartest play before colonizing Mars. Because the moon's a more strategic position. What is Mars going to give us? That's my question. What is Mars going to give us? What, we travel around the sun? No! Nobody cares.
oh, there he is. He's back.
Hi, yeah, we lost you.
No, you lost us, buddy.
You lost us.
You lost us.
You just
Your
kept
internet is so ass, and you just kept talking.
Oh, yeah, I kept talking.
We have the live stream up. We can hear it.
Oh, see? Uh-oh. See, I was wondering where the 5 viewers came from. You, me, Eli, and Mike. Those are
And
the people
Booker.
watching. Oh, well,
And Booker.
I think she left.
I think Booker did leave. She got mad at us.
Yeah. So, yeah. But no, we agree. See? There we go. I'm glad that we caught up.
But what did I agree to?
We shouldn't be nuking Mars.
I think we should.
While also having the
Eli,
pilgrims
you
on
agree with me,
Mars.
right?
I agree because, like Atlee said,
I didn't
it's a
hear
big
anything Atlee said.
it's a big planet, so you can nuke one side and just have people like live on the other side.
No!
And then if you want to nuke the other side, you can tell them to move.
Alright. Here's what we'll do, alright? Because what happens, you still have to wait 50 to 100 years for that nuke side to, like, clear up, right? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna nuke one side of the United States, move everybody over, and then nuke the other side, tell everyone to go back into the nuclear wasteland.
Why would you do that?
Exactly, that's my point.
No.
Why are you doing that to
Why would
Mars?
you nuke?
though?
There's no need to nuke it. There's people there.
Yeah, exactly. There are people
Earth
on
is
Mars.
already,
Thank
like,
you for making my
live on
point.
Earth.
You already live on Earth.
Here, give me a second. I need to plug in my headphones.
Oh my god.
That argument doesn't make any sense.
It's like, let's nuke where the people are, and then no, there's no one there. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
That's a wonderful idea, Parker. Wonderful idea.
What a great idea.
United States.
Nuke the,
For no reason.
well, we'll have to get Parker to explain the nuke North Dakota thing, because I don't think you've heard the
I
nuke.
don't think I've heard the nuke North Dakota.
Okay, we will now talk about the nuke North Dakota thing.
Alright. When you come back.
Alright. This is the most shabbily run podcast.
This is all your fault. You're not sitting next to your Wi-Fi.
I
so
blame the
almost
person
like
who says they're the host.
I blame the dude who's recording it and not next to their Wi-Fi.
Yeah, well, I blame the brother who's shouting in the other room.
Yeah, that's fair. Fair.
So, what's the nuke the North Dakota thing?
Oh, you haven't heard this?
I haven't told him yet because we're talking about nukes, and he's like, "Why would Atlee? Why would Parker want to nuke the United States?" And I'm like, "Well, he already wants to nuke North Dakota."
Oh yeah, it's great. Oh my gosh.
So Parker, explain to the audience the nuke North Dakota.
Okay, well, so to get me out of doing work in Spanish class.
What the fuck?
This originally came about whenever I was sitting in Spanish class and we had an activity to do, and the activity was create a character that and describe them in Spanish, right? And it's supposed to set up like this speed dating thing, right? You're supposed to fill out this little application, and then like people would walk around, they'd sit down, and you'd have to describe your person in Spanish. The problem is, I don't know how to speak Spanish. Never have, never did, took 3 years of it, all right? I'm sitting across from a lady who's describing this random TV character in Spanish. And all that it says on my sheet is, I am not Bruce Wayne. And that's what it says over and over and over again. Favorite food, I am not Bruce Wayne.
Oh, no.
And she looks at me, she goes, alright, I've described to you my character, now please describe your character. And I go,
are you Batman?
I am not Bruce Wayne. And she goes,
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. And I go, oh. And she goes, yes. I was like, how do you not know who Bruce Wayne is? She goes, I don't know.
She's
And I was like,
uncultured.
you know Batman? And she goes, who? So then the teacher comes over, and I was like, all right, here, let me just set this up for you. Let me try and give you something again, right? And then she goes, I don't know who that is. And the teacher overhears us, and he goes, all right, come on, Parker, you got to do it in Spanish. And so quickly, I'm like, I gotta do something, right? I gotta figure out something to get me not to do work. So I look at him and I go, do you know anyone from North Dakota? He goes, what? And I go, anyone from North Dakota? He goes, no. Some girl goes, yeah, I do. It's my relatives. It's like, oh, you're not gonna like this. She goes, what?
No.
And I go, you know why you don't know anyone, Senior Garnett? He goes, why? And I go, because they sit in their state and drink up our water. He goes, no. I go, yes, here, let me give you the argument, right? You got Jenny, you got Todd, and you got Billy, right? And you all pour them a glass of water, right? Now, imagine you take out a gun and you just kill Tom, right? You get his water. That's how that works. And he goes, no, that's not how that works, and you would be killing off her relatives. And I was like, yeah, but I don't know her relatives, so that's not my problem. And he goes, okay, I'm so confused. And I was like, that's because you're not thinking rationally, right?
Oh my god.
And so this goes on, this kind of conversation, right? People start joining in. They're like, wait, what? Why? And I explain this over and over again. I go, I just solved our water crisis. Why can no one see this? The class ends, and I go home that next day. And earlier in the semester, he had showed us that he has a Google alert system set up for his name, just to prove to us that if we tagged him in anything, he would be able to read it. So knowing this information, by the way, he was my favorite teacher in high school. Knowing this information, I immediately post a picture of all the nukes located in North Dakota and say, hashtag nuke North Dakota, hashtag Senor Garnett. And I come in the next day, and my face, my really retarded Instagram profile face, is splashed up on the projector board. I'm third period, by the way, so he's also done this for the first 2 periods, right? And I just come in, and he goes, notice anything? You recognize that character? And I go, yeah, I do, actually. I think I've seen him around campus. I think I've seen him around the high school. And I sit back down, and he goes, yeah, that's you. You want to know why your face is up there? And I go, no, I would never know. And he pulls up the picture, and he goes, hashtag nuke North Dakota, hashtag Senor Garnett. I go, yeah. He goes, you realize we're on some FBI watch list now, right? It's like, yeah, it's not my problem.
It's your problem.
I'm not the one tagged in it. And from then on, people, like, there was a final question in this class that said, what did you learn in this class? Nuke North Dakota, nothing Spanish, or to have fun. And the answer was nuke North Dakota, right? Like, the teacher was really chill about it, and it just spread like wildfire from there.
Parker, so this story that Parker told, he's told this story hundreds and hundreds of times. I can
Right.
Innumerable amount of people. Story. Everyone in Penn, I think, knows this story. Right,
Well, yeah, I mean, I would think so, considering I'd walk into classes and there'd just be a giant N and D on the board. I'd have to, like, explain myself.
And then we have our friends Alex and Dylan, and they really shill for Parker.
Hey, those are my people.
That's what, yes, shill is. I don't know. Never mind.
It's negative connotation.
Is it?
Yeah, it does. It has a.
How dare you?
I didn't know that. I thought it was just sort of like, never mind. They're really on Parker's like side here, and they really love Parker's stories. So they tell everyone Parker's stories, and whenever Parker goes, that Alex and Dylan have been, everyone's excited to see Parker. It is so funny. He has like a cult almost, and this nuke North Dakota thing. And I think if Parker had any more bit of power, I think he could probably.
You could probably pull it off.
I think you could probably pull it off.
I could probably take some
political power.
Talk some people into it.
I think if Parker did this for another 10 years, I think he could start an actual like crisis.
Like a move? No, I would. Right? I think it's considered a movement.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
a movement,
it's
not a crisis.
It's only a crisis if it goes wrong.
Right.
Like
you nuke South Dakota,
yeah.
then it's
Yeah, South Dakota has, like, Mount Rushmore. What does North Dakota have?
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody
South
cares.
Dakota's water. Actually, South Dakota's water.
That's true. North Dakota's been stealing our water.
So I was talking to my friend Ryan, and Ryan didn't want to be in the podcast. Ryan has a very important message for us. That message is that fuck the almond farmers, and that we should kill them. Do you want to know why fuck the almond farmers and why we should kill them?
why?
Because almond farmers take up a ridiculous amount of water in California.
Right.
Like, ridiculous. Like literally 10%. Something up there. Like, where it's like, there is no reason why we should be putting this much water into almonds. Because almonds suck at retaining water.
Hold on. I don't hate the almond farmers. I hate the people who buy almond milk.
That's a whole nother thing.
Wait.
That's
guys,
a whole nother thing. That's going back to the first podcast.
Hold up. Do you think that the reason that almonds are dry is because they take the wet from the almond, label it as almond milk?
Say that again?
The reason that almonds are dry, like they're dry nuts,
Uh-huh.
is because they extract all the wet from the
Ooh.
almond, making it dry, put it in a box, and then label it almond milk.
Ooh, I like that. Parker, what are your thoughts on this?
I'm sorry, I spaced out. I was responding back to Dylan, who said we are his people.
We are his people. Very good.
Very good, very good.
No, so Eli was saying that the reason almonds are dry are because farmers suck all the wetness out of the almond to make the milk.
To make the milk?
Yeah.
Yeah, so fuck the people who are drinking the milk.
Yeah. So my question to you is, what does a wet almond taste like?
Pour some water on an almond, let's check.
No, you get to milk the almond.
Why do you have to milk the almond?
Because almonds like being milked. You know this. It's in the Constitution.
The almond constitution?
No, it's just in the American Constitution.
You have to milk.
Oh, right, I forgot about that. In God
It's
we
a-
trust, and also almonds like to get milked.
First Amendment says we have freedom of speech. Second Amendment says we get guns. Third Amendment says we have to milk the almond. And that's what has kept America on top all these years.
Yeah.
Our constant almond milking.
But why is it, here's my question, why is it the farmer's fault? The farmers are only producing a good that people want, right? There's a
But
demand
no
for that
one
good.
wants almonds!
Yeah, people who drink almond milk.
Yeah, we should... That's why I believe in euthanasia.
And the people who put pineapple on their pizza, alright? Let's just get rid of
Well,
those
that-
two populations, and we'll be
Hawaiian
good.
pizza is, on occasion, typically...
You know what that sounds like? Sounds like gulag speech to me.
Dylan just said have Atlee buy a bag of almonds, a syringe, and some almond milk, and inject the almond milk back into the almond.
Oh.
That is a... We should do that.
Yeah, then we'd be able to taste what a wet almond tastes like.
That is true. So, like, what would we do? Well, we need, like, a little drill. We could hollow out the almond, right? And then...
Or how about we just put almonds in a bowl of milk?
We just let them
That's cereal!
How is that any different than injecting the almond with milk? The hard almond that doesn't retain any liquids.
Do you doubt the power of the almond? It can do whatever the fuck it...
Or is it?
Don't you dare start this, Bartlone. Don't you dare start this.
No, I think it'd be cereal because it's almond milk.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Wait a
There is
minute.
no soup.
If it's almonds in all, right? Is it nothing? Is it just almond?
I think it's just almond and wet.
So like if you put cheese in,
Okay, so they are lagging out the ass.
that's yeah.
Yeah, there
If
you
they
go.
put cheese in,
Uh-oh,
No.
they're gone again.
Cheese and milk.
I am
Cheese-
cheese and milk.
Cheese and
There you
milk?
go, that's-
Cheese and milk.
Cheese
Is
and milk.
that what you wanted to say, Mr. Stroke
Yes,
victim?
yes, yes, I am a robot. Cheese and milk.
Autobots, roll out.
I am Megatron, and I eat cheese and milk. What would that just be considered?
Cheese and milk,
Fried milk.
fried.
I don't... okay, I don't think you know how the frying process works if you think you just dump some cheese in some milk.
No, cheese is just moldy milk.
You can fry ice cream.
Okay, and those people also need to be put in the gas chambers.
You ever had fried ice?
That shit is absolutely delicious.
It's so good.
That's
It's
not good.
Absolutely delicious.
Parker, you've never had fried ice cream.
Here, give me a second. I have, actually. It's okay. I had it from Red Onion.
It's not bad. Why do you want to gas?
Hello? Sure. Okay. Bye. All right, so you guys are lagging again. So this is a fun podcast. I think we've kind of reached the end here, considering it's just getting worse, and we have more and more stroke victims coming onto the podcast.
I'm back.
I think we'll just wrap it up.
I'm back.
There is no more. You don't fry cheese by just dumping it in some milk. Kill off those people. Kill off those people who are ordering
milk.
or who are buying almond milk. Do not nuke Mars. Just go underground. Don't nuke the Pilgrims.
Okay, so
do nuke North Dakota.
Nuke Mars. Yeah.
North Dakota.
Yeah, those people need to go. And you know what? I think the rest of it we can kind of figure it out. Oh, the best spice is obviously cinnamon. So we'll take, we'll see you next time. Come join us
it's green!
Next time for some more intriguing and
follow us on Patreon.
At
shutupimrightpodcast.com.
Yeah. Eventually we will be posting these to iTunes for people to download. And eventually we will be kind of marketing through places like Reddit to gain a larger audience.
Once we hit 10 episodes, we're gonna start posting on Reddit.
We've got some big plans
and also
coming up here.
We're gonna hit that 10 episode. We're gonna go to Spotify. We're gonna.
Yeah, he's gone. So anyway, the spaz is gone. You know what? Follow us. Well, we can't follow us on Twitter. We've been banned. So thank you. Again, join us next week. Goodbye.